Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My topic for my presentation today is the disease of paddy that caused by fungi. Among the disease of paddy that caused by fungi, firstly is a rice blast, or in the scientific name we call a Spirifularia oryza. The symptom for this disease of rice blast have the spot in their leaf that enlarge into the spindle-shaped spot for about 0.5 to 1.5 cm in their length and 0.3 to 0.5 cm in their width with the ashy center. Next, the internodal infection also occurs at the base of the plant which cause white panicle. After that, the lesions on the neck are grayish brown and cause the girdling of the neck and the panicle will fall over. If infection of the neck occurs before the mid stage, no gland will be formed. But if infection occurs after the mid stage, the gland that produce are in poor quality. The lesion on the branch of the panicle and on the spiculate pedicles are brown to dark brown, and lastly the knots become black and break up. This is the management of the rice blast disease. We can use the culture control by growing the paddy in the field where flood level easily to be maintained, and we can remove the weed host from the bunch and planting the resistant varieties against the rice blast. We can also use the chemical control by spraying by using the fungicide. Among fungicides that can be used is carbendazim, tricyclozole, methominostrobin. These fungicides need to be applied before 11 am or after 3 pm and must be avoided to spraying in the noon hours. And lastly, do not apply the excessive rate of the nitrogen. After that, the disease of the paddy that caused by the fungi is sheet blight of rice, or in the scientific name we call Rhizoctonia solani. The symptom for this disease is plant affected exhibit stunting and reduced tillering. Their leaf become yellow or orange yellow, may also have the rice color spot. The discoloration begins from the leaf tips and extend down to the black or the lower leaf portion. And then the delay flowering that cause paddy panicle small and not completely excited. And lastly, the most panicle sterile or partially filled grains. Next, the management of sheet blight of rice. Among the management that we can do is the cultural control by eliminate the weed host and deep cloud in the summer or burning of stubble. We can also avoid high seeding rate by provide the wider plant spacing and avoid excessive application of fertilizer, especially nitrogen fertilizer, to reduce the damage that have been caused by the sheet blight. Next, this disease of the sheet blight of rice can be controlled by using the chemical control. We can spraying the fungicide for about 1 gram of carbendazim or 2 gram of the mancozeb in every 1 liter of the water. Lastly, the paddy disease that caused by the fungi is false mite of rice, or in the scientific name we call as Ustilaginoide virens. The symptom for this disease of false mite is only a few grains in a panicle are usually infected and the rest are normal. Next, the individual rice grain transform into a mass yellow fruiting bodies and growth of the velvety spore that enclose floral part. After that, the immature spore slightly flattened, smooth, yellow and covered by a membrane. And then, growth of the spore result to the broken membrane. Lastly, the mature spore orange and turn yellowish green or greenish black. After that, the management that can be used to control the disease of false mite of rice by using the cultural control. We can use the disease-free seed for sowing, and we can treatment the seed by using the hot water at 52 degrees Celsius for about 10 minutes. And we can also remove and destruction of the disease panicle that you've been in the field. After that, we can also remove the alternative host that including the grassy weed and perform the conservation tillage and continuous rice cropping. And lastly, we need to use the moderate rate of the nitrogen. Last but not least, we can also use the chemical control to control this disease of the false mite of rice. It can be used by spraying the fungicide of propiconazole for about 500 ml for every hectare, or we can also use the copper hydroxide at the rate 1.25 kg for every hectare at the bud leaf and 50% of flowering stage. That's all from me and thank you.